Welcome to the Academic Advising Training screencast focused on academic action and Fresh Start. Recall that most policies can be found in the Policy Library, Student Handbook, and General Bulletin. So as you listen to this module, you may wish to have the Policy Library, Student Handbook, and General Bulletin available. Academic actions are based on a student's cumulative grade point average at the end of a fall semester, spring semester, or summer term. Removal of academic action takes place after a student achieves good standing. Good academic standing is a 2.00 cumulative GPA or higher. Actions are taken when a student's cumulative GPA is below a 2.00. There are four main types of academic action. These are 1. Warning, 2. Probation, 3. Suspension, and 4. Dismissal. If a student falls below a 2.00 GPA after their first semester at Miami, the student is placed on academic warning. A student continues on academic warning as long as their cumulative GPA is less than 2.00 and the student has less than 16 GPA hours. The student can be removed from academic warning and gain good academic standing when they achieve a 2.00 cumulative GPA or higher. If a student with 16 or more credits has a GPA below 2.00, then the student is placed on academic probation. A student will continue on academic probation as long as each term's GPA is 2.00 or higher, but their cumulative GPA remains below a 2.0. A student can remain on probation for up to 29 more graded hours if their GPA remains below 2.00. As with academic warning, the student can be removed from academic probation if the cumulative GPA reaches above a 2.00 after the subsequent semester or term. However, sometimes the student's GPA remains below 2.00 after the next semester or term. If the student's GPA continues to remain below 2.00 for 30 or more hours, the student is then placed on academic suspension. Academic suspension occurs when a student has 30 or more GPA hours, was on academic probation, and then earns less than 2.00 semester GPA. When a student is academically suspended, they may not attend Miami for 2 consecutive terms. Note that these terms include fall semester, spring semester, and summer, but do not include winter term. After a student returns from academic suspension, and if they fail to earn a 2.0 semester GPA or higher, the student will be placed on academic dismissal. Dismissal is usually considered a permanent action. However, students can petition to be re-enrolled after a 2-year absence, often by using the Fresh Start policy. Fresh Start is a policy designed to help students return to good academic standing after a 2-year absence from the university. After being away from the university for 2 or more years, they may be in a better place in their lives and ready to succeed in college. In those situations, the student may wish to employ the Fresh Start policy. In order to be eligible to apply the Fresh Start policy, a student must have been academically suspended or dismissed or held a cumulative GPA below 2.00, and the student must have not attended Miami for at least 2 calendar years. Students who re-enroll in the university after a 2-year absence should apply for Fresh Start within 1 year re-enrollment and after completing at least 12 graded credit hours and earning a cumulative grade point average of 2.00 or higher on those 12 graded credit hours. If Fresh Start is approved, a notation is made on the student's record or DAR, and the student's record starts with a new cumulative GPA. Courses taken prior to the Fresh Start are not factored into the student's GPA. When applying Fresh Start, it is important to note that credit earned from other institutions during the 2-year period when the student was not attending Miami will be accepted. Grades from all coursework following the Fresh Start are considered for eligibility for graduation with Latin Honors, but to be eligible for Latin Honors, the student must complete at least half of the total hours for the degree program after the re-enrollment period. When a student applies the Fresh Start policy, which must occur within a year of them returning to Miami, the student must redeclare their major or majors and complete all current academic requirements. Fresh Start may only be granted 1 time. Also, following re-enrollment, students must complete at Miami a minimum of 50% of the total hours required for their degree program. It is critical that students visit the One Stop for financial assistance guidance when invoking this policy, because there may be significant financial aid implications in these situations. All courses, even those taken outside of the GPA calculation by Fresh Start, as well as those that may have been taken at other institutions, count towards the student's financial aid eligibility. When working with students on various levels of academic action, a hold can be placed on a student's academic record when there are issues the students need to resolve with the university offices before being permitted to register for classes, order a transcript, and/or receive their diploma. Examples include, but are not limited to, academic holds, when students have not completed required advising and other interventions to address academic probation or suspension. They may have an academic hold that requires them to meet with their academic advisor and/or the Ranella Learning Center. Bursar holds may appear for unpaid account balances. Judicial holds might be added for unresolved sanctions. Student health holds would likely appear for missing immunization paperwork. Information regarding the student's active holds will be displayed inside a red box on the student's welcome page of MyMiami. Each hold will have a specific contact information for assistance in resolving the hold. Sometimes when a student tries to register for a course, he or she may encounter a restriction or error that prevents the registration. Restrictions can appear for a number of reasons, such as the course is restricted to particular majors, programs, such as university honors, catalog years, such as seniors, or campuses, such as regional campus students. Sometimes, in order to enroll in a course, the student would need a particular prerequisite or co-requisite, meaning that the student needed to take a particular course before or at the same time as the course being sought. Student and advisors should consult the Chief Departmental Advisor or Divisional Advising Office if they have questions about specific course restrictions. Thank you for completing the screencast.